So today's toolbox talk is going to be on crane picks on Berglund projects or elsewhere. Looking at this 40-ton crane, you can see the swing radius is protected. Distribution mats are used underneath the outriggers. The annual inspection has been submitted, and the operator's credentials have been looked at and are in compliance. Now what we have here is we have a skylight for one of our projects, modulated on the ground. It weighs approximately 2,800 pounds. We're using a 40-ton Gatwood crane to lift it up in the air and on top of a structure of a building, so he's going to be booming out. And if you notice, there will be tag lines on the units, and then also the jib has been put on the crane for this process or this task taking place. Prior to an operation like this happening, a crane pick plan is provided to Berglund Construction Company with a site logistics plan showing the unit, how much it weighs, where it's going to go, how far we have to boom out. And we're always looking at, in regard to the new standard set forth in November of 2010 for cranes, making sure that we're at least 20 feet away from all electrical overhead power lines. So note you've got two gentlemen trying to control this load now as it's being risen to the top of the building using guidelines, tag lines. And then we have a receiving team up on the top that in unison will grab those tag lines and try and manipulate this load with what little wind we have today as we land it up on top of the structure. Much planning goes into any crane pick. Never underestimate a crane pick. The manpower, you never really want to be underneath a suspended load. The number 2 killer in the construction industry, caught between and pinched by, really pertains to cranes picking loads such as this and bringing them up on top of dwellings. And then of course the gentleman grabbing the tag lines, receiving the loads to land on top of the structure, are truly in harm's way. So it's slow, it's steady, it's pre-planned, it's talked about. Your job hazard analysis are performed prior to an operation like this taking place.